whatever. And I said, no, I'm done for the week. I did the ESPN thing, and then I did the CBS, a few other interviews, radio interviews, and just people calling me and stuff like that. And I said, no, dude, I'm good, because I read up on the people and some of the guests that they had before me. It was like they'd let anybody on the show, so I was just like, I wasn't going to feel special going on there. And I really didn't care for the guys after listening to one show talking about the Tampa Bay Rays. They're calling them Tampa Biscuit. I mean, the Washington Nasties. You guys heard me probably say that a few times. Have you heard their podcast or their show? I mean, it's hilarious the way they talk because they're so serious, but they don't realize how fucking retarded they sound. And just being honest. Any more questions? No, I have no more questions. No more questions. So, what do we do next? Let's see here. Grab this shit. I could pause it. If you guys ever hear this, like, listen. And then I'm back. It's because I pause it, because sometimes I fuck up and then I have to redo it. But most of the time I just let it ride because, you know, I'm still learning. I've only been doing this a month, so I'm sure you guys don't care about any extra fuck-ups or anything. I'm trying to figure out what to do next. I'm trying to find the paper that shows me who's hot and who's not. That's what I want to go through, but I got so much paperwork up here. For the games today, the standings, and actually these are yesterday's standings, so we can't really go off those. I'm going to press pause because I can do that, and I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. All right, so the Yankees are at home tomorrow. Well, today. That's another thing. I filmed this the night before. It's easier for me, and it's for the next day. And you guys can listen to me talk about the games, which I'm about to do right now. We got some early games. Irvin Santana for the Minnesota Twins. Evaldi for the Yankees. Yankees minus 160, over under 9. That game is a 10 o'clock start, Las Vegas time. And let's get to the trends, because we want to hear the trends. The Twins are 6-2 their last 8 games after losing the first 2 games of a series. That's not a bad one. Okay, the Yankees are 8-1 in their last 9 home games versus a team with a road winning percentage of less than .400. Yankees are 5-1 in their last 6 overall. So those are decent. Here's one. Twins are 0-8 in their last 8 versus American League East. So they're 0-8 going into this one. Here's another good one. Twins are 1-10 in their last 11 versus a team with a winning record. So the Twins are not looking too good right now. It looks like we're leaning towards the Yankees here. Here's a good one. Over, okay, this is an over trend. Over is 7-0 in the Twins' last 7 road games. So they're giving up a lot of runs when they're on the road because all their games are going over their last 7. Yankees under. The under trend, this is the best one. Under is 4-0 in Yankees' last 4 Wednesday games. You know that trend doesn't matter, though. The Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, I don't believe in that one. So we're not going to determine it with that one. Here's another good over one. We're already leaning towards the over on this. Over is 6-0 in their last 6 meetings. I mean, that's a good trend. And then here's another one fit to fade the Twins. Twins are 13-39 in their last 52 meetings in New York. 13 wins out of fucking 52 games. The Twins on the road. Twins are 13-40 in the last 53 meetings. What the fuck? Didn't I just read the trend that says Twins are 13-39 their last 52 meetings in New York? And then the next trend is Twins are 13-40 in their last 53 meetings. So what it's basically saying is the game, number 53, was played in Minnesota. So now that we got that figured out, we're going to do... there's umpire trends. I mean, I got all these trends here. Yankees are 5-0 in their last 5 Wednesday games with Barrett behind home plate. All right, well, anyways, we're taking the Yankees. That's a pretty good trend. And the over... that's what it's leaning. If you're in the trends, take it. Next one, Seattle Mariners at Derek Holland, Texas Rangers. Mike Montgomery versus Derek Holland. Seattle Mariners at Texas Rangers. Texas Rangers minus 120, over under 9.5. 11 o'clock start time, Las Vegas local. Mariners are 6-1 in their last 7 games with a total set at 9-10.5. Okay, Mariners are 6-1 in their last 7 games with the total set. Okay, so the total on the game. I got confused for a second. So the over-under must be, I think I just said it, what was it, 9.5? Okay. Mariners are 0-7 in Montgomery's last 7 starts on grass and last 7 starts overall. Okay, so that's... Rangers are 4-0 in their last 4 games as a home favorite. Rangers are 5-0 in their last 5 games versus a left-handed starter. Here's one more. Rangers are 8-1 in their last 9 home games. That's a good trend. That is definitely a good one. We're not going to... Well, under trend. 10-1 in Mariners' last 11 road games versus a team with a winning record. So 10-1, that's a pretty good trend on the under. Here's another one on the under. Under is 5-0 in Rangers' last 5 home games versus a team with a losing record. Okay, head-to-head. Under is 3-0 in Holland's last 4 versus the Mariners. Under is 13-3 the last 16 in Texas. Mariners are 4-1 in their last 5 meetings in Texas. Mariners are 8-2 in their last 10 meetings. Under is 10-3 in their last 13 meetings. None of these are really jumping out. That 10-1 under was alright, but none of these are really jumping out at me. So I'm not going to give out anything on that. But the under trend at 10-1 is we did it yesterday, and that was that one came through. So if you want to check that one out, the under in this game I guess would be a good trend if you're a trend bettor. That's the best possible way I can think. I looked at the other angles, and nothing else made sense to me to pick a team. So the under is basically the only thing. Another early game, Milwaukee Brewers at home versus Miami Marlins. Milwaukee Brewers minus 140, over under 8. 11 o'clock start time. Marlins have Kohler versus Peralta for Milwaukee Brewers. And I'm actually probably going to start giving the last 10 games on both. I just seen a stat where I can do that, and it's simple and it's easy and it's fast. So I'll probably start giving you guys the last 10 if they're hot or they're not. Since I don't have that paper, I don't know what I did with it. I'll have to find it. I could pause and look for it, but I'm not. We're just gonna move forward here. Marlins are 4-0 in their last 4 games as an underdog of plus 110 to plus 150. Marlins are 5-0 in their last 5 versus a team with a losing record. Marlins, that's a decent trend. Here's one for the Marlins. Marlins are 0-7 in Kohler's last 7 Wednesday starts. I hate that Wednesday trend. I hate day trends. Brewers are 6-1 in their last 7 home games versus a right-handed starter. That's not bad. Nothing's really jumping out at me in this game once again. Over 3-0, no, 8-1. Under is 8-1 in Brewers' last 10 home games versus a team with a road winning percentage of less than 400, so that could be a good under trend. Here's head-to-head. Over is 15-7-3 in the last 25 meetings. Marlins are 10-21 in the last 31 meetings, so basically that's saying the Brewers are 21-10 the last 31 versus the Marlins. I was leaning Brewers anyways. Marlins are 7-16 in their last 23 meetings in Milwaukee. So I think the trend here is the Brewers money line, and I think that would probably be a pretty good trend. Looking over everything, you just got to know, and whatever jumps out at you, and you know it's one of the best trends. You just got to know, and the Brewers here is probably the best way to go. Los Angeles Dodgers at Oakland Athletics. Dodgers minus 130, over under 8. That game is 12:35 start time, local Las Vegas. Alex Wood for the Dodgers, Jesse Chavez for Oakland, and Chavez is actually a decent pitcher. I like that number. I guess I would Dodgers minus 130, but I don't know. I like Chavez. Oakland's just been shit all year. They've just been shitty. I've been waiting for them to actually go on a run, but they're done. They suck. So But Chavez is a good pitcher. I like him in this spot. I really do. We're going to check the trends. Last 10 games for the Oakland A's, 3-7. Last 10 for the Dodgers, 5-5. So let's check the trends. See if we got anything good here. But definitely liking Oakland. Plus, Dodgers are 7-0 in their last 7 Wednesday games. That does not matter. I don't care. But that's a pretty good trend. 7 Wednesdays. They win every Wednesday. If they win tomorrow, we got to check it out for next Wednesday. Oakland's 4-0 in their last 4 games as a home underdog. And sorry, you guys are probably going to be hearing this on Wednesday, so make sure that they win on Wednesday. That's what I meant by that. Because I just said, well, never mind. Oakland's 4-0 in their last 4 games as a home underdog. That's not bad. I like that. It's not a lot, though. Over is 5-0 in Dodgers' last 5 road games. So the over is a 5-0 trend. Nothing too good. Another one over. Head-to-head, under is 4-1 in their last 6 meetings in Oakland. Dodgers are 5-16 in the last 21 meetings. Dodgers are 1-12 in their last 13 meetings in Oakland. Wow. I gotta make this a strong trend. Wow. And we're getting juice. It's plus 120. That's a good. I believe that's a good play. I mean, you don't have to throw your whole bankroll on it, but 1-12. So 12-1, the last 13 games in Oakland, Dodgers. And I like Chavez. He's a decent pitcher, and I think plus the 120 is a good bet here. Is it going to be a member play? I have no idea. I don't think so. I don't even know what my member play is yet. I'm going to determine that with a little bit more research after I post this podcast up. But I'll know by tomorrow morning. I'll know by Wednesday morning. So let's move forward. Oakland. Let's see here. Oakland, yeah. Oakland plus 120. All right. And the reason why I'm taking so long is the computer is fucking up on me. I'm hitting backspace and it's not working, and I should be pressing pause right now, which I'm going to. Yeah, because I don't know if I can do live shows, because I'd be getting pissed off if something like this happened when I was doing it live, and yeah, you guys don't want to hear me mad and cussing and stuff. So 12:40 Las Vegas start time. Atlanta Braves at San Diego Padres. Padres minus 160. Over under 6.5. That's a 12:40 start time. Teheran. I can never say his name. Teheran. Teheran. Okay, so he's pitching for the Braves. Julio, we'll call him Julio Teheran. Then the Dodgers, Ross. Tyson Ross for the. I said the Dodgers. I meant Padres. It's been a long day. Last 7, 6-4 for San Diego, and 4-6 for the Braves. The last 7, I meant last 10. Jesus. Okay, so Braves are 4-1 in their last 5 after allowing 5 runs or more in their previous game. That's not a good trend. I don't like it. Padres are 5-0 in their last 5 when their opponent scores 2 runs or less in their previous game. That could be a good one. Over 4-0 in Braves' last 5 road games versus a team with a losing record. So here's 10-2. Over is 10-2 in Braves' last 12 games versus a right-handed starter. That's a good one. That's a pretty good one. Over is 10-0 in Teheran's. You guys know who I'm talking about. The guy, I never actually had to pronounce his name before. But if someone wants to tell me exactly how to say the fucking thing, that way then in 5 days I'll know how to say his name and not look like a dumbass. But over is 10-0 his last 10 starts for the Braves. That's a pretty good trend. 10-0 his last 10 starts. The over is definitely worth looking at here in this one. Head-to-head, over is 6-1 in their last 7. Here's one. Over is 39-12, their last 51 in San Diego. Braves are 2-7 in their last 9 in San Diego, and Braves are 1-11 in their last 12 in San Diego. Okay, so we're going with San Diego, and we are definitely taking the over. those are some good trends right there.